Well, Kazungu, the situation is dire, and I mean dire, it's extremely dire, with education experts saying that at least half of school-going children do not complete their primary education, mostly in the ASALs, that's the arid and the semi-arid lands. We understand that this is because of due or various reasons, and first and foremost being the retrogressive cultural practices. I'm talking about female genital mutilation, I'm talking about child labor, early marriages, also environmental issues. This is about drought. We are talking about floods. We understand at the school at Baringo County called Sabaleni Primary School was completely destroyed by floods late last year, and also at the same time the elephant in the room being insecurity and banditry attack that we've seen. Latest wave insecurity that started at Laikipia County, it came down to Kerio Valley, and when I'm talking about Kerio Valley, rather, I'm talking about West Pokot County, I'm talking about Baringo County, Elgeyo Marakwet. We've seen more than 17 schools being closed down due to insecurity reasons, and more than 6,269 pupils forced to drop out of schools. So I understand that the situation is quite dire and extremely dire in terms of school-going children. We also understand that the KCPE and the KCSE examinations are just 14 days away, and these students are some of these students are fearing for their performance at the KCPE and the KCSE being scheduled on the from the 7th of March till the 10th of March for the KCPE, and for the KCSE starts from the 11th of March all the way to the 1st of April. I understand that Kazungu also, the NAT secretary from West Pokot County, issued an ultimatum to the government to make sure that insecurity cases have been tackled already, to make sure that teachers and learners at the same time their security is intact. We also understand that just few days ago we had candidates who are fearing for their performance on the KCPE and also for the KCSE.
Jana ilikuwa kitu kaa saa 10 hivi ambapo tulitoka shule tukaelekea manyumbani mwetu. Kufika huko hata hatukupika chakula, tukasikia marisasi na tukaenda ilipikwa risasi na kupelekwa mbuzi. Sasa tukupata jana usingizi, tuliama. Ningependa kuambia serikali watusaidie, watupatie ili tukae kama wale wengine ambao wako mashule sahizi.
Hata jana tulisikia marisasi, tulikuwa shule tukasikia marisasi. Hatusome vizuri kwa shule. So tunaomba serikali atusaidie, atusaidie hata atusaidie serikali wengine kama polisi wakuje watusaidie kwa hii area. This area is very dangerous of insecurity. Usalama ni mbaya kwa hii area. Sasa serikali tunaomba mtusaidie. Hata next month wakati tunafanya, tulisikia hata tunafanyia mahali pengine kwa sababu ya usalama, tunafanyia shule nyingine KCB.
We also saw from the government side, we had the CS of Education, Professor George Magoha, saying that in terms of examinations marking in terms of those arid and semi-arid lands, that the examination will take a different, or will take a different notch, in the sense that it will be marked differently compared to the other students countrywide, and also at the same time, if worse comes to worse, these students will be able to be flown to a safer examination centers.
That as far as we are concerned, all Kenyan children are equal. They will do the same examination, and that as far as government is concerned, when we are marking these exams, we shall take into consideration the fact that some of those children have taken those exams under very difficult conditions. That's all I can tell you, but they will have exams.
That's Education Cabinet Secretary Professor George Magoha reassuring parents, reassuring students of their fate during the KCPE and the KCSE examination. The government on the other side has prepared fully for this examination period. But at the same time, education experts are saying this is not enough. This is not enough for the students. This is unfair for the students. They are considering the fact that some of the students have not been to school because due to insecurity, due to the floods, due to the droughts. At the same time, they have been forced to move from one destination to another. So according to education experts, they are saying this is not enough because students will need to adjust to the new environment at the same time. Also, we understand they are saying that the rights of education being enshrined in the Constitution, they are saying this might work for some, but it might not work to some of the students who and the peoples who have been affected by insecurity, by drought, by floods at the same time.
I think we need to open up the career valley because we have talked about these issues of insecurity over and over. It is time for government to act decisively, not during the examinations, but after the examinations, to make sure that this does not become the story again next time we have exams. Secondly, it is time to engage the communities in a much more robust and structured way to eliminate this problem. Because we are 60 years since independence, we can't be in these circumstances as of now. We need to be doing better than this. First of all, placing the right premium on education. Secondly, making everyone to understand that every child's education is everybody's business. And thirdly, for government to enforce the rules we have on paper. We have very good rules to safeguard children, to guarantee children an equal chance at education. We are not enforcing them.
So I think Kazungu is a wait and see attitude from the government and what motives or what measures they've put in place, considering that the KCPE and the KCSE exams, they're just 14 days away from today. Back to you, Kazungu.